Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chips taste a lot of salt. That's about all I get because there's nothing on chips.
These chips, they have a very peculiar taste, at least to me anyways. They remind me of the visits that I used to take to Pineview to go see my grandmother. You know, right as I would walk into Pineview, I'd open the door and I'd get hit with a huge whiff of old people. I could taste it. That's what this chip reminds me of.
I really like America. It tastes really, really good.
I don't know how it makes me feel.
Matt, what kind of thoughts does National Tortilla Chip Day bring to you?
So they just make a day for anything now?
National Tortilla Chip Day is probably a recognition that's long overdue. Without chips, also be pretty much absolutely worthless. So I feel that tortilla chips are probably one of the best foods you can eat.
Well, I feel about National Tortilla Chip Day, it's basically better than Christmas. When I wake up in the morning, my mom has my stocking filled, ready to go with tortilla chips. Then for lunch, have a delicious plate of tortilla chips with some salsa. And then for dinner, we have some more tortilla chips. And my mom makes a really good tortilla chip dessert. You like scoop up the cake with the tortilla chip. And then brush your teeth, get that tortilla chips right nice tucked inside between your teeth, keep them nice and good. Then you go off to bed just dreaming about delicious tortilla chips.
In order to understand what the tortilla chip is all about, first we have to go back to the beginning. In 1940, LA, California, that's when the tortilla chip first was mass produced. And at the time, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he was the president, and he was a Democrat nominee, and you know we all know he won, but his opposition, the Republican nominee, Mr. Wilkie, I forget his first name, Wilkie, you know, he was actually the one who founded the business of Tostitos. He actually founded the business, and you know, I'm just finally glad to see that Wilkie's finally getting some recognition that, you know, he needs.
Good morning, Tigers.
I'm Kaylee and she's Lauren. Today is Thursday, February 25th.
It's a PE collaboration today, and it's the night of the Big Fieldhouse grand opening.
Both JV and varsity boys will be playing there tonight, so make sure to stop in to see history in the making.
Speaking of history, it's the last stop on the Black History Month Hallowed Grounds tour.
Today, we're highlighting the Selma and Montgomery National Historic Trail.
In early 1965, Martin Luther King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference focused on Selma, Alabama in its efforts to register black voters in the South.
To highlight their cause, protesters attempted to march from Salem to the state capital, Montgomery, but were stopped by state troopers and local volunteer officers at the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
The nonviolent protesters were told that 2 minutes to turn back to their homes and churches.
In less than 2 minutes, they were attacked with nightsticks and tear gas.
Weeks later, 2,000 people set out from Selma, protected by the U.S. Army troops and Alabama National Guard forces as ordered by President Lyndon Johnson.
As the marchers were fighting for the right to carry out the protest, the president addressed a joint session of Congress and called for federal voting rights legislation.
In August, the Congress passed the Voting Rights Act, which guaranteed the right to vote.
Tomorrow, you'll hear some final words about the month.
Now for the announcements.
Enjoy tacos and music this evening before the boys' basketball game versus West Salem.
The Music Boosters will be having their taco supper tonight from 4:30 to 7 in the high school commons.
It is $6 for a meal. Performances by the middle school and high school choir, handbills, high school jazz band, and pep band will occur throughout the evening.
Music students, please make sure you drop off your items for taco supper to Mr. Phillips or Miss Hardy this morning.
Make sure you've done your part.
If you want to go to Granite Peak this Saturday and you have all your club and concussion forms in, please get your money into the office no later than this afternoon.
Cost is $22 for a lift ticket.
Email Miss McNamara so she has a total count.
Be sure you plan to bring money for food Saturday or pack a lunch. Bus leaves the high school at 2 p.m. and will turn close to 11.
It's National FFA Week. To help us celebrate, we have several activities happening.
Don't forget today is the last day we will be collecting money for Kiss It during both first and second lunch. Look for the blue and yellow balloons. Put money in either Mr. Young, Miss Shaw's, or Mr. Berger's jar.
Whoever has the most money in their jar by the end of the day today will have to kiss the mystery animal at Friday's FFA Week assembly.
Daily trivia questions will be emailed to students and staff. 3 winners will be selected from the correct answers each day.
All winners can stop down by Mr. Markhart's room for a special prize.
Chocolate shakes will be sold today during passing time before Focus. Stop by to buy a frozen treat.
The money raised today will go to Heifer International.
Today is Hat Day. Just as there is a diversity of hats, there's a diversity of agricultural careers.
If you haven't gotten your sticker yet, stop by the egg room and pay $1 for a special sticker that gives you permission to wear your hat for the day.
Money raised will be donated to Heifer International, an organization that provides animals to families in third world countries.
Tomorrow will be a final dress-up day, so please wear your blue and gold to help show your FFA Week spirit.
We will have an assembly during focus period on Friday. Get ready for some agricultural fun with the pedal tractor relay race, musical hay bales, and the always popular hay bale toss.
Thank you for helping us celebrate National FFA Week.
Now, for some ACT tips.
First, make sure you do this. Answer every question.
Your score on the test will be based on the number of questions that you answer correctly. There is no penalty for guessing.
So, you should answer every question within the time allowed for each test.
2. Review your work.
If there's any time left after you have answered your question in a test, go back and check your work on that test.
You will not be allowed to go back to any other test or mark responses to a test after time has been called on that test.
3. Use logic on more difficult questions.
When you return to the more difficult questions, try to use logic to eliminate incorrect answers to a question.
Compare the answer choices to each other and note how they differ.
The differences may provide clues to what the question requires.
Eliminate as many incorrect answers as you can, then make an educated guess from the remaining answers.
Okay, that's it. ACT is on next Tuesday. Yay!
Juniors, you need to be here at the normal time on Tuesday.
Freshmen, sophomores, and seniors, you will be at home, allowing our ACT takers the chance to take the exam with no interruptions. Lucky you.
Woohoo! Have a great day, Tigers.
Oh yeah.
So carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby.